Have you ever wondered if something you're doing in private, something deeply personal, could actually be working against you, silently eroding a vital part of your confidence and well-being? It's a question many men in our age group quietly ponder, often feeling a subtle, frustrating shift in their ability to get and maintain an erection. You might attribute it simply to age, to a natural decline. And while aging certainly plays a role, what if I told you there's a common, often overlooked mistake, a seemingly innocuous habit, that many men unknowingly make during masturbation that is profoundly impacting their sexual health? This isn't about judgment. It's about understanding your own body and giving it the support it needs to thrive. As a penis surgeon, I've seen countless men walk through my doors, expressing a quiet desperation, a feeling that something is simply off. And more often than not, this one particular habit is a significant piece of the puzzle. It's a silent killer, subtly desensitizing your most intimate parts and making it harder for your body to respond naturally when it matters most. In this video, I'm going to reveal this mistake, explain precisely how it impacts your ability to achieve and maintain a firm erection, and, most importantly, I'll share practical, gentle steps you can take to reverse the damage and reclaim your natural vigor. We'll explore ways to reawaken your body's responsiveness, improve overall blood flow, and enhance your confidence. Watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you. A vital piece of information I rarely share outside my clinic. Now, let's dive right into what I've seen countless times in my practice. The subtle action that often forms the cornerstone of many men's struggles with erectile function. It's a habit, often developed over years, that I refer to as the death grip, or, more broadly, the use of excessive pressure and friction during masturbation. Think about it when you're engaging in this private act. It's natural to seek out intense sensations, to really apply pressure to achieve a strong orgasm. And for a long time, it might feel effective, even satisfying. But here's the insidious part: your body is incredibly adaptable. And when you consistently subject your penis to extreme levels of pressure and rough friction, your nerve endings, those delicate sensors that are crucial for arousal and erection, begin to desensitize. They essentially become accustomed to, and even demand, that heightened level of stimulation. Imagine trying to hear a soft whisper after being in a rock concert for hours. Your ears are temporarily desensitized. They need a louder sound to register. It's a similar principle with your penis. When you're used to a very firm, even aggressive, grip and intense friction, your brain and your nerve endings learn to expect that. Consequently, when you're with a partner, or even just attempting to get an erection through more natural, gentle touch, those delicate sensations aren't enough to trigger the full response your body is capable of. The blood vessels might not fully engorge. The nerves aren't sending those strong signals. And suddenly, getting or maintaining an erection becomes a struggle, even though there might be nothing physically wrong with your blood vessels or hormones. This isn't about damage in the sense of tearing tissue. It's about conditioning your body to respond only to a very specific, often unnatural, type of stimulation, and then finding that anything less than that extreme pressure is insufficient. The good news is that this is largely reversible. The key is resensitization, and it requires a gentle, patient approach. The first actionable step is to consciously and gradually reduce the amount of pressure you use during masturbation. Instead of a tight, firm grip, try focusing on a lighter touch, using more lubrication, and varying the sensations. Think of it like retraining a muscle or a nerve. It takes time and consistency. Many of my patients have found success by starting with slightly less pressure than they usually apply, and then, over weeks, consciously reducing it further. This might feel less immediately satisfying at first, and that's perfectly normal. Your body is learning a new way to feel pleasure, a more natural and sustainable way. It's about shifting from brute force to a more nuanced exploration of sensation. You might find it helpful to focus on using your whole hand, or even different parts of your hand, rather than just a very tight, focused grip. Some men find that changing the angle or rhythm helps. The goal is to stimulate without overwhelming or desensitizing. This gradual retraining helps your nerve endings become more responsive to lighter, more natural forms of touch, making it easier for you to respond to intimacy with a partner. It's a profound shift, moving away from a performance-oriented, high-pressure approach to a more mindful, pleasurable one. This mistake, however, doesn't happen in isolation. It often leads to or is compounded by other factors that further undermine your ability to get and stay hard. Building on that, another subtle but powerful factor that often goes hand in hand with this desensitization is an over-reliance on specific visual stimulation, particularly the kind found in pornography. While there's nothing inherently wrong with visual aids, the problem arises when they become the primary or only way you can achieve arousal and erection. Modern pornography often presents highly specific, intense, and often unrealistic scenarios. Your brain, the most powerful sexual organ you possess, starts to condition itself to these extreme visual cues, creating a kind of dopamine overload where it needs more and more intense stimulation to feel truly aroused. Think about it this way: if you're constantly exposed to hyperstimulative visuals, your brain learns that is what's required to get excited. Then, when you're in a real-life situation with a partner, where the stimulation is more nuanced, less extreme, and often involves emotional connection as much as physical touch, your brain might struggle to switch gears. It's like your body is expecting a massive, flashing neon sign to signal, go, when a warm, subtle glance and a gentle caress should be more than enough. This can lead to a disconnect, where your mind is willing, but your body isn't responding in the way you expect, creating performance anxiety and further exacerbating the issue of desensitization. The actionable step here isn't necessarily to cut out all visual stimulation, but to consciously reduce your reliance on it. Especially the highly explicit and unrealistic varieties. Try spending more time focusing on purely physical sensations, exploring different types of touch without any visual input. Practice mindfulness during self-pleasure, paying attention to the subtle sensations, the warmth, the movement, and the natural progression of arousal. This helps re-educate your brain and your body to respond to a broader, more natural range of stimuli, preparing you for more authentic, intimate experiences. Beyond the direct act itself, the consequences of this initial mistake, the death grip, and the over-reliance on intense visual stimulation, subtly impact your body's overall ability to achieve and sustain blood flow. Healthy erections are fundamentally about healthy blood flow, and chronic engagement in these habits can indirectly detract from the holistic health practices that support robust vascular function. This brings us to another crucial habit that many men overlook in their quest for better erections: consistent, moderate physical activity. It might not seem directly related to what happens in the bedroom, but believe me, it's profoundly connected. Your penis is a vascular organ. It requires a strong, healthy cardiovascular system to pump blood effectively to it. Regular exercise, whether it's brisk walking, swimming, cycling, or even light resistance training, does wonders for your blood vessels. It improves circulation, strengthens your heart, and helps maintain the elasticity of your arteries. It also promotes the production of nitric oxide, a key molecule that helps relax blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely into the penis when you're aroused. Think of it like this: if your circulatory system is a healthy, clear river, blood can flow easily. But if it's sluggish and clogged, that flow becomes restricted. So, building regular movement into your day isn't just about general fitness. It's a direct investment in your erectile health. Even just 30 minutes of moderate activity most days of the week can make a remarkable difference. And finally, something that affects almost every aspect of our health: including our ability to get and stay hard, is stress management and adequate sleep. Chronic stress, the kind that many of us carry silently through our days, elevates cortisol levels. This stress hormone can suppress testosterone, constrict blood vessels, and generally put your body in a state of fight or flight where reproductive functions aren't a priority. Similarly, poor sleep or insufficient sleep disrupts your body's natural hormone cycles, impacting testosterone production, energy levels, and overall recovery. When you're exhausted and stressed, your body simply doesn't have the resources to prioritize sexual function. Simple, actionable steps here include incorporating relaxation techniques into your daily routine, deep breathing exercises, short meditation sessions, or even just listening to calming music for a few minutes. And prioritizing sleep means aiming for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, and creating a comfortable, dark, and quiet sleep environment. These aspects are all intertwined, and addressing them holistically is key to overcoming the silent damage caused by that initial mistake. So, what does all this mean for you? And how can you truly turn the tide? We've talked about the subtle yet profound impact of applying excessive pressure, or the death grip during masturbation, which gradually desensitizes your most responsive nerve endings. We've also explored how an over-reliance on highly specific, intense visual stimulation can reprogram your brain, making it harder for you to respond naturally to real-life intimacy. And we've just touched upon the foundational importance of consistent, moderate exercise for robust blood flow, and the critical role of stress management and quality sleep in supporting your body's entire system, including its capacity for erections. It's not about feeling ashamed or guilty for past habits. It's about understanding your body better and making empowered choices for a more fulfilling future. The good news, and something I always emphasize with my patients, is that the human body has an incredible capacity for healing and adaptation. It's rarely too late to start making positive changes, and even small, consistent adjustments can lead to remarkable improvements. Resensitizing your nerve endings, retraining your brain's responses, and supporting your overall vascular health are not quick fixes. They require patience and persistence. But the rewards extend far beyond just improved erections. And this brings me to the surprise I promised you at the beginning. What often truly astounds my patients, and what I rarely get to elaborate on in a quick clinic visit, is the profound ripple effect these changes have on their entire lives. When men start to reclaim their natural erectile function, when they overcome that silent struggle, it's not just about what happens in the bedroom. It's about a resurgence of confidence that spills into every aspect of their lives. The anxiety they once carried silently, the frustration with their own body, begins to melt away. They feel more vital, more engaged, and more present in their relationships, not just sexually, but emotionally. They start to stand a little taller, speak a little clearer, and engage with the world with a renewed sense of vigor. The surprising truth is that addressing this seemingly private sexual habit becomes a catalyst for a holistic transformation in self-worth, mental clarity, and overall happiness. It's not just about getting hard, it's about getting your life back, with all its richness and possibility. It's about rediscovering a more complete, confident version of yourself. I hope this conversation has given you a fresh perspective and, more importantly, a renewed sense of hope and agency over your own health. If any of this resonated with you, if you've experienced similar quiet struggles, I'd truly love to hear your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Sharing your journey, even anonymously, can be incredibly powerful and can help countless other men who might be quietly navigating these same challenges. And if you found this video valuable, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It helps more men find this crucial information and empowers them to make positive changes in their lives. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more honest, Practical advice on maintaining your health, your vitality, and your overall well-being at every age. Remember, age is just a number, and your capacity for joy, intimacy, and a full, vibrant life is truly limitless. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep living your best life every single day.